Hey, how's it going? Leetcode 3650, minimum cost path with edge reversals, medium difficulty. Have you noticed that some of the recent easies have seemed like mediums? Anyways, you're given a directed weighted graph with n nodes labeled from 0 to n minus 1 and an array edges where edges of I equals ui, vi, wi represents a directed edge from node ui to node vi with cost wi. Each node UI has a switch that can be used at most once. When you arrive at UI and have not yet used its switch, you may activate it on one of its incoming edges, VI to UI, to reverse that edge, UI to VI, and immediately traverse it. The reversal is only valid for that single move, and using a reversed edge costs 2 times WI. Return the minimum total cost to travel from node 0 to node n minus 1. If it's not possible, return -1. Let me make sure that there's no negative weights. There's not. Okay, it's a trick. It's if you attempt to store the state and all of your visited paths, the complexity is going to absolutely explode. But the truth is that in a traversal system like this, there's no reason to ever return to a node. I mean, there just isn't, and the rules don't change that. Just having an extra exit, well, why didn't you take the exit the first time? The only thing you could possibly do is go somewhere else that you didn't need to. Your cost will be increased, and then you go where you were going to go in the first place. And so this weird rule system isn't going to phase us. We can just count every edge as it's reversed with double cost. And I think that is the secret to solving this. It seems like pretty straightforward. I don't know if it's breadth first search or depth first search, or dynamic programming, or I don't know. Let's just figure out whatever feels natural. So let's start by making a list of all of the edges and their weights. So we're going to say edges equals, I guess it's going to be a default dictionary of type list, and then we will, I can't have two things called edges. Ed. Come on, Ed. Okay, so it's going to be origin, destination, cost in edges, and then we will say ed of o dot append d comma c and ed of d dot append O comma C times 2. And that's it, and that's all. Alright, okay, and then we need costs equals, so is this what we're doing? We're doing DP or something? It's not really DP, whatever. Just whatever feels natural. Okay, so the weight is going to be 1001 times n. Here, we'll say default weight equals okay, and we will just know that is not actually a valid starting location. So default weight times n, and then costs of 0 equals 0. Obviously. So return the minimum total cost to go from node n0 to node n minus 1. So, I think it's almost going to be like a flood fill. It's going to be like, okay, where have we gone? And then if the cost improves, then we recalculate that. But if we make it like a heap, then we'll always be choosing the best first, which is kind of like breadth first. God, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna say heap equals And then it's going to be location and cost, right? Location and cost. Like that. And then everybody's happy. So while h, and then we're going to say loc cost equals heap pop h. And then if costs of location is lesser than or equal to, well, not lesser than or equal to. If it's less, why would it be less? Whatever. If it's less than cost, then just continue. So if that's some kind of old, well, yeah. Oh. That was almost done. Okay. All right. Yeah, then. Okay. You know what? I think it is lesser than or equal to. And this does not belong here. Then this equals cost. Right? Yeah, sounds good to me. And I do think that we should try to filter it out. So if that means we have a redundant check, that's fine. It's going to keep our heap from getting too big. So we are going to say for destination, comma, cost in ed of our current location, like that. And then new cost equals cost plus c. And then if costs of d is lesser than or equal to new cost, then, well, hold on. If it's greater than new cost, then we're going to put this into the heap. We will say heap push h, and then it's going to be new cost, comma, new cost, comma, why is my brain blanking out here? A new cost H or D. Not D. Not D. Yes, D. Okay, yeah. All right. And then that should populate things until we run out of points. And then we just say if costs -1 equals default weight, then return -1, else return cost -1. I think that should work. Heap pop, not heap pop. Okay, so hey, it looks good to me. Is it going to like time out or something? Wrong answer. Now that I was not expecting. Expected. Interesting. So I thought it wasn't possible. And it was. So these are all cost 1,000. Oh, did I? Hold on. I may have just made a really stupid mistake. Because reversed... Yeah. Oh my god, that's humiliating. That's why you use infinity instead of magic numbers. All right. Okay. See ya.